Hi, this is Diana Cottle, and we are going to tap on cravings, emotional eating, and I'm going to use chocolate. I have chocolate toffees and chocolate almonds. I have a bag of them that I just got at the grocery store. So I'm going to tell you a little story first. I was at the local health food market by my house, which is this really amazing place, and pretty much the opportunity to make a healthy food choice is around every aisle. And I couldn't seem to get it together today. And I would say about 98% of the time, I reach for healthy food. I love healthy food. I've done so much tapping that this is just really not an issue for me. And I could not figure out what I wanted to eat. And I was standing in the store feeling paralyzed. I was walking around aimlessly looking at aisle after aisle, kind of like when we go to the refrigerator, waiting for something different to show up. And it doesn't. That was my experience in the grocery store was, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded actually by anything I could want, and I'm paralyzed. I don't know what I want. There's something inside of me that clearly is emotional that I'm looking for food to fill. And I got pretty clear on that. And I still milled around the market for about a half an hour. At one point, I actually stopped and I tapped, and less than 30 seconds of tapping. And I got really clear that, okay, go actually, instead of sampling the chocolate almonds out of the bin 12 times, go get a bag of them and eat them. Clearly, that's what you want. Everything else is feeling confusing. So sometimes what I will do is I'll see if something feels light or if something feels heavy. And that's a way to check where I want to head, what direction I want to go in. And everything around me was feeling heavy and confusing. And yet I kept going back to the bins. So I got it. After very little tapping, it became clear that that was what I wanted to eat. So I got my chocolate almonds and I headed home, and I was in the car, and as I was driving and shoving them into my mouth, I was also doing a little bit of tapping. Be careful if you're eating, tapping, and driving. And the realization I got was, oh my gosh, these taste like Disneyland to me. And I actually put the bag down and I thought, okay, I'm going to come home and make a video on this because this is amazing. I've never had such a clear flashback or memory of a time in my life that was so incredible, where I'd really taken the love and the joy in my life and connected it to sweets. And I grew up in Southern California, so I did spend a lot of time at Disneyland for birthdays and holidays, and it was a really magical place. So I have this really strong association with candy and sugar and Disneyland. So what I'm going to do is I am going to tap through, I want to say before I start tapping though, just the realization that, oh my gosh, that's what this is about. And I didn't need to dig deeper because for me that was enough, but it really got clear that, oh, wow, I actually don't really need to eat these, that what I'm looking for is that sweetness and is whatever I liked about that memory, and that's inside of me. So what I'm going to do though is I am going to go through and do a tapping round that you can tap along with. So what I want you to do is go get whatever food it is that you are craving. Now, it doesn't have to be chocolate almonds. It doesn't even have to be chocolate. You could go get a bag of potato chips. You could get a piece of pizza, something that you know really isn't in alignment with your either weight loss goals, your health goals, whatever it is. Go ahead and pause the video, get your treat or snack of choice, the thing that you're craving, the thing that you would really like to have freedom over, the thing where you'd like to be able to have one bite and that might be enough, or the thing that you just really want to let go of completely. Okay, so pause the video and then come on back when you got it. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to take whatever it is, and I am going to say it's chocolate. But you can, as long as you are aiming at what your food is, your unconscious is going to know what to release. So you can say pizza or whatever it is, or you can just say chocolate along with me. It doesn't matter. I don't want you to worry about that part. What I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes right now and smell this food. This has no smell, but whatever you have, just notice if there's a smell. Now, you can also look at it. What I want you to do here is get yourself wanting it. Take that craving and turn it up so that you are salivating, you are drooling, that you really, really want this food. Because once you have it up, we're going to quickly tap that down and tap it away. So notice how big this is. On 0 to 10, rate the number. So I'm going to say how much I want these I'm going to actually have to taste it because they have no smell and I'm not really feeling at all like I even want them. So I'm going to take a little nibble here. Let's see. That's interesting. It's already tasting too sweet. That's the toffee one. So let me actually get an almond and see. Yeah, that one's a little better. It's amazing. I'm telling you, whatever I did in the car, the tiny bit of tapping and then coming upon the idea that just the association that it reminded me of Disneyland almost feels like it was enough to take this craving away. But for the sake of this video and for helping support you to clear something that maybe you still are really craving because you haven't done any tapping yet, let's go ahead, notice how big this craving is, and repeat after me. This chocolate craving, or whatever it is I'm craving, it's okay to let this go now, even though it smells so good and it tastes so good. And I am really craving this. Whatever it is, whatever it means, it's okay to let it go. I'm okay, and it is safe to let it go. Now grab your wrist, take a big deep breath, blow it away and say the word release. There you go. Now put your hands in your heart, take another big deep breath, blow it away and say relax. And now close your eyes. And I want you to go to what I call your relax anchor. And this is a place inside of you that feels really good. Maybe it's an image of a beach that you step into. Maybe it's a Zen garden. Maybe it's the mountains. But I want you to find a place where when you think about this, when you see it, when you hear all the things that are going on there, that's right, you just relax into it, you open up. Just like if you had come out of an amazing massage, a steam room, a really hot bath, something where you felt really relaxed. Find that space inside of you right now and just really step in, turn up the colors, see what you see in there, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel. That's right. And turn up that smile and let this feeling spread through your whole body. When you're ready, come back, open your eyes, and just notice what's different. The idea is we want to start to focus on what's feeling good. We are so trained to look for what doesn't work that I want to present a new way, which is let's first focus on what does feel good. And then we can go back and clean up the pieces of what doesn't work anymore. Okay, so notice what's starting to feel better. And now what I want you to do is notice what's still there. Notice if there's still a craving. Take your food, smell it, take a little nibble if you need to. Do whatever you have to do to get yourself really triggered, to get yourself where no one is going to get between your food and you. Yeah. Okay. We're going to tap again. Notice the number, notice how much smaller it's gotten, or if it stayed the same. Either way, repeat after me. This craving. I really, really want to eat this. It's okay. I can make a different choice right now. I can take the love out of whatever this is. This Disneyland feeling. I'm looking for love inside of these chocolates. That sweetness reminds me of Disneyland. But that memory is inside of me, and I'm letting this go today. I can keep the love. I can keep that amazing Disneyland feeling. I don't need the chocolate to get it. I'm breaking that association today. And it's okay to let it go right now. Deep breath. Say release. There you go. Hand on your heart. Take another deep breath in. Blow it away and say relax. Close your eyes and go to that place inside of you. And don't worry if you can't keep up with what I'm saying. I'm purposely speaking fast. We're bypassing your analyzer, your conscious mind that's trying to figure everything out. And we're going in and talking to your unconscious. So you keep up as best you can. Follow me with the tapping. And right now, really step into this place inside of you that feels good. Flash on this place. Notice how good it feels in your body. There you go. Now come on back. We're going to go quickly in and out of this. So notice the difference. Notice, smell your food, and notice how much less you're craving it. So I want you to actually focus on the part of you that no longer wants this. and just see, maybe it's 80% less, maybe it's 20% less, whatever it is, figure out your number, and then flip it. So notice how much you still want it, and just see the difference there. Really smell it, take a little nibble, whatever you have to do. Again, I'm just amazed. I don't want these at all. I could care less about them. And I absolutely couldn't stop eating them in the market. So it's really fascinating how quickly this works when we open up, when we use it, when we stop and we allow this tapping to actually break our pattern. Okay. So just notice how much you still want this and repeat after me. Whatever this is, this craving, I'm letting it go today. I don't need to let this control me anymore. It's okay to let it all go now. It's safe to make a new choice. It's safe to choose to let this go. And I give myself permission to let this go right now. To make a new, healthy choice. I can keep the love, but I'm letting go of the need for sugar, the need for salt, the need for sweets, whatever it is that I'm craving, the love that I'm looking for in this food. I'm letting that go right now because I can find that love right inside of me. And it's okay to let this go now. Grab your wrist, take a deep breath. Blow it away and say, release. There you go. Hands on your heart. Take another deep breath. Blow it away and say, relax. And go to your relaxed place inside of you. Just flash on that relax anchor and step into the place that feels really good. Now come on back and just notice this craving you used to have. Just see if there's anything left. If there is, you can go back and you can watch this video. I wish I had more of a dynamic tapping for you as far as my personal experience, but I'm really, really actually fascinated that just getting the aha about it was enough with the little bit of tapping that I did to really flip this situation, to really reframe it for me, to really realize that when I get to this place that there's a little girl part of me that wants to go to Disneyland, that wants that play, that wants to really experience love and joy and sweetness. And so I'm not going to find that in a chocolate almond. I'm going to find that inside of me. And I'm going to focus on all the things in my life that I can do that are healthy and supportive that also give me that feeling. So I want you to find something that makes you feel really good and start to focus on that. So we don't want to ignore the things that aren't working, but we also want to make sure that we're not only looking for problems. So part of the whole key with the tapping is we're moving you up the emotional scale. And as you move up this scale, we want you to focus on what are the new amazing things you can celebrate in your life. Start asking better questions like, how does it get easier than this to let go? And how does it get any better than this? All right, so I hope this was useful. You can go ahead and rewind the video for the beginning and keep tapping until you no longer crave whatever it was that you were craving.